Hi, I'm Sophie and welcome to my world. Today I have a super cute project for you. It is this fluffy polar bear. I'm going to show you how to make it right now. For this project, you will need white paper, preferably cardstock, black paper, scissors, white glue, cotton balls, and a red or pink magic marker. For the first step, what we're going to do is I am going to show you how to cut out your polar bear head. So place your paper in what I like to call hamburger position. That's hamburger. This is hot dog. Place it in hamburger position. Take the bottom end and fold it up to the top end, like you're making a taco. And crease it down the center. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut a big arch up and over. And I'm going to draw it with the pink pen here just so you can see. I'm just going to go up and over from one side to the other side and just cut that out. This is going to be the polar bear's face. And now for his ears, just take one of the corners, doesn't matter which, and make sure that it's still folded over because I want to cut this so that I get two ears at the same time. And once again, I'm going to use my pen just to show you. And all I'm going to do is do it up and over arch like I did before and up and over rainbow. And I'm just going to cut this out. And when I cut it out, I'm going to end up with two ears. For the next step, I'm going to be using my piece of black paper. Now, I don't need the entire piece. I only need about 3 inches of it. So I'm just going to cut 3 inches here. And what I want you to do is take your paper, and this time we're going to turn it to hot dog and fold it one end up to the other end, just like we're making a skinny taco this time. And crease it. And then what I want you to do is turn it so that the opening is facing to the left. And I'm going to use a white pen to show you what's going to happen here. I'm going to make a letter J. And so what I'm going to do is basically start my letter J about a 1/4 inch from that fold in the center there. Remember, this opens up like a book. And I'm going to make the letter J. And I'm just going to go down and up to make my letter J. Then I'm going to make a little line going to the left. And then I'm going to follow that letter J all the way around until it gets back to the center right there. This is going to be my mouth. The other thing I'm going to make is I'm going to make the eyes. And so for the eyes, I'm actually going to go from the edge that is open, and I'm going to turn it this way so that the opening is now facing towards me. And I'm just going to do another one of those fabulous little rainbows. So I'm going to go up and over with my little rainbow. But this time I'm going to turn my rainbow into a double rainbow because I'm going to put a little rainbow arch on the bottom like that. If you were to look at it this way, it kind of looks like a moon. And then the next thing I'm going to do is make the nose. And for the nose, I'm just going to go from one corner to the other corner down here and make a nice triangle. That's all I need to do. So I'm going to cut these pieces out now. Okay, so there's my letter J cut out. And remember, that's the fold over edge. When I open it, I get a nice little mouth. So I've got my eyes, my nose, and my mouth. And I'm just going to put these off to the side for right now. For the next step, we're going to put our face together. So first thing you want to do is take your ears. And I like to give them a little pink on the inside. So what I'm going to do is just make a little rainbow arch up and down. And I'm just going to color it in just like that. That's going to be ear number 1. And I'll do the same thing on my second ear so that I end up with 2 ears. And now let's glue those onto our head. So now I'm going to be using my white glue And I'm just going to glue one ear on this side. That's a lot of glue, so I'm just going to take my ear and get some of that glue, and I'm going to put it on the back of this one because that was a lot of glue. Don't need too much. And you can see how I've set the ear down just a bit so it's not all the way at the edge. This is going to make sure that you have some space. Now for the next step, we're going to get our cotton balls. This is super, super fun. Okay, now there is no specific rhyme or reason to this, but I like to pull my cotton balls apart a little bit just so that they're not quite as round. I just like to stretch them out a little bit. And all you want to do is start taking your glue and kind of squiggle it all over. And this is one of the reasons why I suggest using cardstock as opposed to using just like plain paper, because when you put a lot of glue on paper like this, it does have a tendency to curl. But if you only have regular, that's okay. So pull your cotton balls apart a little bit and then just place them on top of the glue. Let me show you how to do the ear. What I like to do is take my cotton ball, stretch it really thin so that I can wrap it around and still see that pink. So I'm going to take a little bit of glue, put it right along that edge on the outer edge of the ear. Take my stretched cotton ball and just place it right on the outer edges there. There you go. And now start pulling those cotton balls apart and just layering them on that glued surface. So have fun, because this is like so satisfying. Okay, and I'm almost to the end here. As you can see, I'm going to add just the last little pieces. I'm going to show you one more ear again, just because the ears can be a little tricky. But as you can see, I've got a nice fluffy face for my polar bear. And put a little glue again on the outer edges here. I'm going to take my cotton ball and I'm going to make it really nice and skinny just by pulling it out gently. And then I'm going to go up and over the ear. So now we've got all of our little handy dandy parts. And so the first thing you want to do is just take those little parts and line them up wherever you want to so that you get the look that you want. You might want to make your eyes go, like this, like he's sleeping. That's okay. Or like he's happy, like that. And you get the nose. Now, I did want to show you that you can use an oval instead. It's up to you. You just make an oval instead of a triangle. So to add the mouth, I'm just going to flip this over here, put a little bit of glue right on the back, because the glue does like to spread. When you're working on your work surface, you may want to put down a nice piece of plastic or newspaper, something to protect. Put a little bit of glue on the back of the nose. And last, the eyes. And there you have it. You've got a polar bear who is ready for the North Pole. And there you have it, your very own fluffy, puffy polar bear. For more fun ideas, check us out at Sophie-World.com.